coming up next? Okay, welcome. And in this video I'm gonna show you how to add color to your drawings. This is Courage Passion. And the first step is to look for references or inspiration. I could say is like the first step. First you have to gather the things that you like, that you are interested in, color wise, sketching wise, things that are just calling your eye, and things that you would like to put in your illustration. I have a board in my own phone, and also I have a board in Pinterest in case that you want to check it out. I have it open. And as you can see there, I have different illustrators and different styles of drawing that inspire me. After you have all these inspirations, you just gather it. I recommend you to put it together in one place. And the place that I decided to use for this is an app called Freeform. You're gonna see in the screen later, like how it's right there. It's called Freeform. And in this app, you can put all the images that you want. It's just like a big canvas, and you can just add even colors, as you can see in the video. In this canvas, what I did is that I added my references. As for example, it's going to be the image of a cow, so I look for images of cows, also sketches that inspire me, and also colors, like full colors, and created color palettes that are referencing to those images. And you can just go over and check it out when you are drawing, for not getting lost in what you want to achieve. The next step is to make swatches. In this case, my medium are color pencils, and they are called Posca color pencils. Very creamy, very recommended. So you create the swatches on the paper that you want to do the image on. In that way, you're gonna know how it behaves and what are the results in color. The next step after making the swatches is just to create thumbnails. These are gonna be little images that are gonna tell you, they're gonna describe you a little bit what is gonna be the general thing that you are looking for. On the left, you can see that my reference is there, and basically that is the image that inspired me to create my own illustration. Then you can see color references to little thumbnails with specific colors, and on the right you can see thumbnails also just playing with different proportions, different colors. The next step is gonna be just to start adding the color to your already sketch. Probably I'm gonna make another video where I share how to create the sketch, but this is how you start, just putting the color on top. For this image, because I use color pencils that are erasable, you can just use something called kneaded eraser, that is like a dough that you can just put it on top, and it's gonna take a little bit of the pencil off or out of the image. The first thing that I went for, it was to start with the light colors and build to the darkest colors. And I do that because this is what you do usually with pencils. There are other mediums that where you can use other types of techniques, but for this specific color pencil, I recommend you to build from light colors, and then just start building up with your shading with the darkest colors. Because otherwise, I feel that maybe you could do it the other way, but I feel that it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. It's easier just to build with your medium. You can start even with the medium, not with the light, and then just go towards your light and dark colors. After adding this shading and all that, I went for adding the outline using the darkest color available that I use for the sketch. Sometimes I go for a darker color than the one that I'm using in these leaves, or sometimes I just use the darkest, depending. I try it. If it doesn't work, I just look for a darker color and I just put it on top. In this case, I think that I went for a darker color for the, you can see that there are like 3 different levels of depth. The front are the clearest leaves, and the back, and in the back are the darkest leaves. So in the darkest leaves are the added an even more darker color. So after, basically what I'm doing is that I'm building from lighter, that is gonna be my forefront, to the darkest, that is gonna be the background. Right now I'm building the medium layer, like the one that is behind the lightest leaves, that are basically, what it's telling you is that those leaves are in the front, and they are the ones that the light is hitting the most on. And then I'm gonna start building backward to the background. And the background is gonna be, as the image that you saw before with the little leaves, is gonna be the darkest, because that is gonna create the most contrast between the back and the front, and it's gonna make also to attract your eye to the front of the image. That's why I decided to make the background as dark as I could with the colors that I had available. And you can see I'm just working on the details, outlining, adding these details as I mentioned, and just seeing like what it needs more color or less color, and just playing with all the colors that I have available. I finished this in one day, and I decided to retake the next day and just added the accent color. So the accent color for me was the color that was going to attract your eyes to my image, and also I wanted to go for something different and unexpected, that is a red cow. And also I picked the red color because it's basically on the opposite of green in your color wheel. So I feel that is gonna be more interesting to the eye. After that, I just started playing with after I finished with the cow, I went for the yogurt, the part of the image that is the yogurt, and I just decided to go for a blue, because in that way it was going to mix with the background and you were going to still look into the cow, which is to me the funniest and the most important. And I was just adding blue. I even added, you can see there that I added more red too, because I felt that it needed more contrast. And I'm just going there back to my swatches, like as I mentioned. In that way you don't have to be playing with the colors over and over. You can just go back. Finally, I just colored the rocks, and I just went for a hint of bluish gray. In that way it was going to combine very well with my image. And basically that's it for this image, for this drawing. If you have any questions, just let me know down in the comments, and I hope you have a great day.